Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the first review of Series 3. Series 3 being Long Cut Natural. And as you just saw, the first review will be of the Stoker's product. Stoker's Long Cut Natural from the National Tobacco Company. That is a metal lid. The only thing raised off it is the name Stoker's. Alright. You got cut and flavor up top, Bobby, the name since 1940 with the warning label down bottom. You got branding on the side. The cut and name again. One of their slogans. Barcode. Size of package, which is 1.2 net weight ounce. Warning label. On the back, you have a best if used by date up top. Coupon offer at stokersnuff.com. And then manufacturer's information. It is a product of the National Tobacco Company of Louisville, Kentucky. All right, it is 100% domestic tobacco. All right. So I do have experience with this product. In fact, this is one of 2 cans of this I bought a little ways back. So I'm just going to get this open. Okay, and we'll pop it open. Okay. The salt almost registers through the smell of this stuff. Or maybe that's me conditioned to know what to expect. I'm not quite sure. It's very earthy, like naturals are, but it almost smells salty, if that makes any sense. I'll give you a product shot. That is registering a little darker than the product actually is. All right. It's a very dark brown. It is consistently cut. It's going to be cut long. I'm going to take a pinch and then I'm going to hit the pause button. Yeah. All right. The can's coming. The whole can's lifting out of here. That's the Stoker's cut that they talk about. Okay. Yeah, I can't put all that in and talk anyway. And I'm back. That awkward moment when you realize you have on video recorded yourself throwing in a cheek of dip, because that's basically what I just did. This stuff, guys, is very salty. Okay, if you don't like salty, then you're not going to like this. If you don't like salty, you're probably not going to overly care for any natural. But this stuff is saltier than most. All right. In fact, I have never encountered anything saltier than this. It's not bad. I'm not like a salt fanatic. Like, I'm not walking around with a shaker in my pocket at mealtime or whatnot. But I do realize that it is extremely salty. The only real drawback to that is if you are not used to what is termed usually gator lip, this stuff, especially if held up front with me, will give you a gator lip reaction in not a terribly long amount of time. That said, I like it. I mean, I like basically all Stoker's products. The only Stoker's product I have never had is the fine cut wintergreen. And the reason for that is, number one, I'm not a big wintergreen guy. And number two, it is only available in tubs. And that's one of those things. It's not so much the price. I don't want to get stuck with 12 ounces of fine cut wintergreen. But besides that, I'm a fan of everything else. It's a very earthy, natural flavor. Like, everybody watching this knows what a natural is, I'm assuming. Okay? For those that may see this that don't, natural is basically just a salted, straight tobacco taste. Dark-fired tobacco taste. Unlike straights, which is sweetened and sometimes spice added to the fires underneath it, this stuff is just fire cured and salted. Okay, it's a natural. It's a very earthy, natural taste. They do tend to be salty. This one, as I have already abundantly pointed out, is saltier than most, and maybe saltier than all. That all said, I like it. I have always been partial to Copenhagen original long cut, snuff. It's a different taste than the Copenhagen, but it's along the same lines. I mean, you're not going to be mistaken about what family is this in if you did a blind taste test. Stoker's puts out a good product. They put out good quality products that are cheaper than the competition. They're cheaper than Grizzly. They're in metal lids. They have pretty nice plastic cans. It's quality product and quality packaging. If you haven't tried this or any of the Stoker's line, and that includes, I'll even get a can of their wintergreen every once in a while. Not often, because I am not a wintergreen guy, but I would put my name behind and go out on a limb for any Stoker's product. In fact, I'm so sure of the company's products that I'll even put my name out there behind the fine cut wintergreen that I've never had. Because although I might not like it, anything put out by them is at least quality. So, if you haven't tried this stuff yet, you should. If you like naturals and you haven't tried it yet for whatever reason, you definitely should. It also comes, their natural also comes in a fine cut, which I was dipping in the last video. The fine cut is as flavorful. It hits flavor-wise a little bit harder up front. This stuff, the flavor lasts much, much longer. I've never held it out to its longest time, but I can keep this stuff in usually going strong for 45 minutes at least. Anyway, comfortable in the mouth, but it will give you gator lip. Okay, nicotine is there. I will keep this in after the video. I have no urge to smoke. The tin note is you can almost register the salt off the smell. Smell is a very earthy, natural smell, which leads into the taste, which is sort of the same. Quality packaging, as I said. All in all, I like it. I always find it a pleasant experience. If you like natural, you should try it. The nicotine is there. I see a lot of stuff online. People, Stoker's products are less. They might be less. I don't actually have numbers on Stoker's products, but it's definitely there because it wouldn't be, the straight wouldn't be my everyday if the nicotine wasn't there. Okay? So this has been the review of the Stoker's Long Cut Natural. I want to thank Lee Alverson and Jeff Gravel for all the comments. It is greatly appreciated. Also, as always, Berg's Dip Reviews. He's popping up all the time on the threads. I thank you guys. I will say hello to new subscribers as I find out who they are. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.